All right, let's talk about joking. No, we love jokes. We love humor. Laughter is the best medicine. Yay! Let's talk about when people joke about shit and how it makes their subconscious realize some serious stuff and then they eventually crash out over that thing they were joking about and how you need to behave according to it in relation with yourself and that person. Alright, so let's say you are a really annoying type of person, right? Your jokes are kind of bad and you keep bothering a friend of yours, right? And then they're all chill about it, but one day they just start saying jokes about how like you're a loner in front of the rest of the group and shit. Now, the jokes can seem harmless, okay? Jokes can seem harmless, and when it's with the boys, you know it's all cool. All of them would take a bullet for you, mostly. Okay, mostly, not all would. But like with us boys, it's pretty simple. Now, what I've observed with girls is they will hate the shit out of someone and still like, hey bestie, you know. Okay, I may be stereotyping and shit, but like, is that really Because in my experience, it's always been like that with girls, because they all just hate these other girls, and then they're like, oh yes, wow, my bestie. So main thing is, if someone jokes about some shit about you, about the shit you do, it's mostly like them finding it just a little weird subconsciously, and then they bring it out in the form of a joke to complement the weirdness of the thing they found weird. Then as time goes on, as you if you keep doing the thing they were joking about, now it suddenly shifts from, oh yeah, I thought of this earlier, and then they're like, oh yeah, now something's clicked. Nothing clicked, lil bro. He just like, the person was just bothered, but not that bothered, and they joked about it, and that is the sign you need to take to like, to either lower it or stop the shit you're doing, at least to that person, right? Because when shit bothers us, we first take it lightly as a joke and stuff. Like, let's say you had a girlfriend, okay, and she's like, oh yes, this Asian looking guy is my celebrity crush. Now, having a celebrity crush, kind of weird, not something I would accept. So maybe you joke about it, like, oh, that is so mean. How could you think of anyone in that way except for me? Uh, and then like, you know that it's bothered you, but it's not like a fully justified bothering. It's like, whatever. But then slowly, as she keeps going on and mentions the dude again and again, it's kind of gonna start to piss you off and like, and then it just comes out, and you either crash out or you just leave her. Now, when you first joked about that shit, right, she should have gotten the sign. Most people don't, because they don't know about this secret tip. And it's basically, you just look at what other people joke about when they're talking about you, right? Maybe you're, short-tempered, hot-headed, what do you want to call it? People are like, oh, he's such an angry bird. Now you laugh, they laugh at the start, but then you need to, just control your mouth, be chill around them at least, okay? If you have some unhealed trauma and it just forces you to get angry and shit, just stop, just cut off some contact from the person, because it's eventually gonna end up in a crash out. Okay, there's no better way to deal with shit than just to avoid it, right? You don't need to fight every battle. Some you can just run away from, and it's not cowardly to run away from some battles. It's actually the smart thing to do. But people are like, oh no, I will face it all, I will argue with them. For what, bro? Protect your peace. We are not in a world where if you don't win against some person in an argument, if they don't like you, they're just gonna end up eating you or some shit. Okay, we live in a very simplified version of the jungle, and most of the time the wisest thing you can do is take a step back. So when even if you notice you yourself, joking about some shit about someone, like, oh, he's such an attention seeker, and then you all laugh together, like, yeah, kind of, it's gonna end up in some way you not respecting the dude who you joked about being an attention seeker after this, like, a short shit. Of course, there's limitations. Maybe it was just one time the dude just did something that was kind of weird, but then doesn't do it again. Then it's like, yeah, short jokes. But always remember, there's subtle science in shit. Okay, there's subtle science in jokes mostly, and most people have the illusion that they are accepting of people. Okay, most people have that illusion that, oh, I accept these people, I am a chill guy. But then they joke about that type of stuff, right? Then you know who the chill guy is. Exactly. So beware of these neighbors. Almost got me. So beware of these people And beware what words you use to describe someone else, what jokes you make about someone else. Because whatever comes out your mouth also goes inside your ears. Remember that. Whatever comes out your mouth goes in your ears. It goes in your mind and it stays there for a little. And if it keeps going in your mind, you're gonna end up indoctrinating yourself with some shit that was supposed to be a joke. But now you can't differentiate, and now you've just done something weird and you can't even figure out what you've done. But now you're just pissed off at this person for something you found funny. Exactly. So yeah. Peace out. Good night. Bye bye.